Hello everyone, my name is Kylie or Sunshine Kylie, and welcome back to another episode of the Minecraft series. Last week I got to celebrate Thanksgiving with my pets and all of you, and today I have some very exciting things planned, such as finally organizing my extremely disorganized chests, and also having a visit from someone special. Keep watching to find out what happens, and let's get started. Also, look at these cute wings I got for my player. Okay, so it is the morning after Thanksgiving in my world, and I still have all this stuff out, but I kind of want to leave it for now because I just think it looks super cute. But I do want to move this back inside. Instead of the cutting board, I did put some candles there, but the knife needs to be hung back up. And the cutting board can just go into one of my cabinets for now. One of the things I'll be putting in today is a basement, and this is kind of in the way, so... This is going to be the specific spot that the steps spiral around. I debated a lot of ways I wanted to do this, and for some reason a spiral staircase just kept standing out to me. Okay, I think I dug down low enough. Now I'm going to create the slabs to make an actual staircase. So we'll put that here, and then we'll just keep slowly working it around. Okay, I think I got the staircase. Let me make sure I can go down all the way, and then obviously I need to make sure I can fit to go back up. So let's go ahead and test that. Now I have to make the sides look not so bad, and I'm gonna do that by just dragging the rest of this wall down here. So let's go get the wood to do that. Okay, I've made it back to my house, and now I'm going to go ahead and put a lantern on top of this so I can actually see what I'm doing while I'm building. I'm going to start by mining out this side wall, and then I'm going to fill each wall in with the same planks that we used to create the walls in the house. Okay, I'm also going to get some of these white flower lights and pink flower lights because I'm going to need those for lighting everything up. I think I'm going to put the lights on this instead of on the wall, but I might change my mind about that. And now I need to mine out this whole space because I need to actually have a spot to put stuff in the basement. While I was doing all this mining, I decided that I probably should enchant my pickaxe. I have 0 enchants, so let's go get some levels so I can mine this out quicker. Okay, and I have AFK'd the farm long enough to get 33 levels. Okay, I get an efficiency 4 enchant, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go for it, and I really hope that I get something good with it. Unbreaking, hopefully. Okay, maybe fortune would be nice. Okay, fortune 3, efficiency 4, I'm totally fine with that. I will say I definitely am gonna need mending, and I'm gonna need it soon, but it's okay for now. So now I'm gonna head down this spiral staircase and keep mining this out. Now that I have efficiency, this is gonna be a lot quicker. And then I think for the floors, I'm just going to keep the same theme that I did up there, so I'm just going to use spruce wood to fill out the floors. Okay, so I finished putting all the floor down, but now I definitely need to add something to the walls. I think I'm just going to use this wood that I used earlier. And then for the ceiling, I'm not exactly sure yet because it has to be a flat ceiling because we're underground. But I want to make sure that it looks as good as possible. So we're going to start with the walls, and I think I'm going to use some of these in the corners maybe. So let's break down each layer of the wall and then start filling it in with these planks. I also need to figure out what I want to do with this because it's just like oddly jutting out, but it kind of has to because of the stairs. So maybe I'll put like a log here and then decorate it with like stairs or something. I don't know. So then I went ahead and filled in the rest of the walls. I kept the planks going all the way around, and then I used that same log to create a design so that things didn't feel so boring. I continued to work and build up the walls and also touch up the roof, which you'll see here in a second. And here is what it looked like once I finished. I definitely have way too many lanterns over there, and I do end up changing that out. But here is what the room itself looks like. I love it. I put a chandelier in the middle, and I think it looks fantastic. The room is nice and all, but it's still super empty. There's absolutely nothing in it, and it's time that I start getting my stuff to fill this space. I'm also going to break this lantern stand because there are one too many lanterns in this area. Okay, so for starters, I want to move my waystone inside. I've had it outside for a very long time, but it is time to move it inside finally. Actually, I'm going to keep it upstairs. I don't want to put it in the basement. I'm just going to put it in this corner right here. Excuse me, doggy. And once again, we're going to name it home. And it activates just like all the other waystones, so all I do is click it and then I can travel between all my places. Next, we don't need this bed anymore because I have another one, and this furniture station can just be moved inside. I'm going to take my smithing table, my crafting table, and this chest is empty, so I'll move it first. And let's go stick all this downstairs. So I kind of wanted to make it so this area over here could house my furniture station, my crafting table, my smithing table, stuff like that. And I think I want to add like some item frames or maybe a painting right here. Okay, let's see. That's kind of cute. Ooh, that's really nice. I like that a lot. That's kind of nice too, but this one is really, I love this one. At some point in this world, I really want to put a sunset painting somewhere. In real life, I love to paint, and I actually painted a sunset painting for over my desk. So I would love to showcase an actual sunset painting somewhere in the game. Okay, for now, because that just occupies the middle space, I'm just going to keep it at 1, but maybe I'll put another painting on this wall or something because a lot of these areas are bare. I could fill it with something interesting. What is that? Classic. That's terrifying. Ooh, that axolotl one actually just gave me a really good idea. I know I'm in the middle of doing something with my chests and the paintings, but I decided I wanted to go get more sand, and then I also wanted to get some seagrass to put inside of the tank. So I started heading... What? Hello? Let me just deal with these guys first. I don't have my armor on because I wasn't prepared to be fighting right now, so just gonna do what I can. Okay, that was expected. That was totally expected. I gotta kill this guy. And then I really need to organize my stuff. Okay. I killed him, but he didn't drop Bad Omen. Oh, he gave me Bad Omen. Interesting. Oh, did my farm just get struck by lightning? Oh, that would have been really bad. Okay. I'm gonna go to sleep before everything like explodes and gets on fire, and then we'll finish up with the farm in the morning. Okay, it is a sunny day, and look, there's even a beautiful rainbow in the sky from last night's rainstorm. But the sun is now out, and it is time to finish gathering what I need for the aquarium. I would absolutely love at some point to make a real aquarium, but for now we're just gonna have that little area. And I want to get that like seagrass stuff, so hopefully it's in this river down here. I don't think there's any of the tall sea kelp down there because we're not near the ocean, but that's okay. And then I'm also going to grab a bucket, and I'm going to get my axolotl, and we're going to put her downstairs. I definitely should get another one at some point so that my axolotl isn't super lonely, but that's okay for now. Alright, I'm going to fill this area up with water, and I'm going to put glass panes on the bottom. And then I'm going to take our seagrass, and I'm going to put some of that down. And then the last step would be to put in the axolotl. And there we go. We have a cute little aquarium with my axolotl in it. Ooh, and I also want to stick a lantern in there too. Of course, I do need to get her a little friend, but that is so cute. I love that. Aw, she's so cute. Hello, hello. Now it's time to keep organizing my stuff. Alright, I guess the best method for this is just breaking and hoping, so... This is truly such a disaster, and it's nobody's fault but my own. Okay, I got some chests. I guess I'll start by putting my chests on this wall. I just wish I could put everything into like one chest. Okay, so the bottom one is gonna be for blocks, so I'm gonna start by transferring out anything that's a block. Actually, we have way too many blocks. We're gonna start off with wood blocks. And we'll stick that in here. I have so much that I need to transfer. It would be so nice if I could get help with this. Huh? What was that? Hello? Hello? Is someone here? Hello? Well, feel free to come on in. I want to show you the basement so you can see what we're working with. There's definitely a lot of space down there, but I really need help with my chests. They're seriously a disaster. Here, follow me. Come downstairs and let me show you what I built so far. So far, this is the basement. I have this cute little axolotl over here, and then in the area over here, this is where I'm keeping my crafting table, and... Where did you go? Where? What? Items needed. Glowstone and ender pearls? Okay. Alright, well, I have a portal out back if you want to go check it out. I just built it last episode, and it definitely can get us to the nether. Once we got to the nether, we split our duties. He needed to get glowstone, and I needed to make sure I got the ender pearls. Once we got everything we needed, we came back, we put everything together, and then he told me he was gonna go ahead and craft everything he needed. I still wasn't sure what he was doing, but he seemed like he had a plan. I went over to ask him what he was doing, and he didn't explain anything else to me besides just saying that he was a handyman and he was here to help me. I offered to help with the floors and with the ceiling just to make things go a little smoother for him, but he still did most of the work, which was so kind of him. And just like that, he is totally gone. Now, he explained to me a little bit what he was doing. I didn't even know a handyman was coming, but look what he did. Now, this small little box, it might look small, but it is extremely useful. All you do is click into it, and you can put every item you want in it. And there's all my stuff. And the next best part is you can look stuff up. So if I'm looking for iron, I can look up iron. And lastly, it's nice because you can craft in it. It's a crafting table too, so you can literally craft whatever you want while you're in here. When I said I wanted to have all my chests in one block, this was exactly what I meant. Now let's go get my stuff and transfer it to finish cleaning everything up. I also do need to move this sign, but I feel like it was a nice memory, so I'm gonna move it and put it elsewhere. And I'm gonna put it right there for now. Alright, let's go get the last of my stuff from out here. And I'm gonna take this crafting table, but I'm definitely gonna leave the lantern. This lantern symbolizes where I had all my stuff when I first found this area. Alright, I'm gonna head in and I'm gonna put the last of my stuff in the terminal. And now I really can show you guys how awesome this thing is. So let's say I'm about to go plant some trees. I can look up sapling and I can see all of my saplings. Or maybe I'm looking for my wood logs. I can see that I only have 7 logs, so I probably need to get some wood soon. The very last thing I'm going to do for organization is go through and take out any food and go put it in the fridge upstairs. This is something I probably should have done along with organizing a long time ago. Got onions, some lemons, some baked sweet potatoes, some cranberries, some cranberry juice, some garlic, and lastly a little bit of dough. And put all of this food in the fridge. Now that I have this terminal, everything feels a lot easier. I knew I wasn't going to be able to set this up myself, so I'm very grateful that I got a special visit from the handyman. If you did enjoy today's video, please feel free to give it a like and subscribe down below. I also love reading all of the comments I've been getting, so feel free to leave a comment if you would like. I have some exciting things in store for next week, so stay tuned. Bye everybody!